Hello there and welcome to Linux Studio, and in this video I'm gonna talk about productivity. So it's a strange topic but surprisingly common because we all procrastinate. We specify the work that we have to do and which is we know is necessary for us, but we still do not do that work on time and we keep on procrastinating, and this is because there are so many distractions out there, which is why in this video I'm gonna show you an application that can help you bit by bit and allows you to become productive at your task. So the application name is Go For It. So in this video we will first install the application in the system and then we see how we can use it. So here is the application. Okay, let me simply open up the repo here. So this application was released a few years back, around 6 years I think, and the application is relatively simple looking. It's very minimalistic because it's a very minimal application. This does the job perfectly. So to install this application in a Debian based system, you can use this repo here. If you do not want to add the repo or some distribution does not allow repo, then you can simply download the .deb file from the repository link and install it there. So you can go to this link and download the .deb file, and you can also install the application with the Flatpak, and for other distributions the options are available. And if you want to install the application in a .rpm based distribution, then you can go to the packages.org and search for Go For It. You will find the RPM file there. So this is Ubuntu, and I can simply copy this command here and I can open up the terminal here, and inside this terminal I can simply paste that command, and this will ask me for the password. I can specify the password and this will update the repo and add this repository link in the system. After that I can run this command to install the application. So it's a very regular stuff. I'm just adding a repository and installing the application from it. So I'm going to paste the command. This will install the application. It's a very small application, around 200 kilobyte, so it's not even a megabyte. So the installation has completed. So I can simply search in the menu for Go For It. So here is the application. So you can see this is the simple looking application, and here is the settings. So I can simply go to the appearance and I'm going to select inherit from GTK, use the header var, and that's it. So I'm just changing some settings here. So the application is this. So I think it's not looking, the contrast is not correct because of the theming in my system. So I'm going to change to a light theme here to give you more perspective over the application. So this is the application here. So first you want to add a list in the application. So you can have different lists for different kind of work. So I can create these different lists in the application, and inside those lists I can specify the task that I have to complete, and for those tasks I can specify the break time and the time limit. So I'm going to add a list here. So to add the list, just simply click on the button at the bottom, and here you have to specify the folder where you want to store the todo.txt files. So todo.txt file is a format for specifying the to-do list, and this format is supported by many applications. So you can use the same todo.txt file with different applications as well if you use different applications, and you can simply synchronize this file to your cloud. For example, I use Mega and Dropbox, so I can store the file in these folders and synchronize it on my cloud. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna simply select this Mega Sync folder and I'm going to specify the file name. So this is my, for example, let's say YouTube videos. So I can specify the name of the list and I can hit the add button. So the list has been added, and I can add another list as well by clicking on this button. So to open up the list, I can simply double click on it and this will open up the list. Here I can create my task. For example, write this script. So I have added 3 tasks here. I can simply click on a task and I can go to this next tab. So this is the timer tab and this is the completed task tab. So when you complete a task, you can simply hit this button here and the task will get marked completed. If you can hit it again, then it will undo the task here, and you can also select the task and hit the timer button here and this will start the default timer. You can simply change the time and you can also specify default setting for the timer. For that you can simply go to the settings. So here you can see inside the timer section you can specify the timing period. So it has three options. So one is simple, so this is around 25 minutes, and this is a Pomodoro is also around half an hour or 25 minutes, and you can also specify your custom timing period. For example, I'm going to select here the custom timing period, and I can select here resume task after the break, and I can also specify the reset time after switching to the task, and I can specify the reminder before time ends. So I'm going to specify the reminder here, for example 5 seconds before the time ends, and I'm going to select here a simple one, and the task duration I'm going to say like 1 minute, and break duration is like 1 minute. So I have specified some settings here. You can modify them according to your need, and this is the appearance section that we just went through. So here you can toggle the icon size, you can have header or you can remove the header, you can also toggle the icons and text appearance, and you can also switch to a dark theme if you want. So here is the shortcut section, and you can use shortcuts to do the work if you do not want to use the graphical user interface. So I have specified my task, and I can simply click on the start button and the timer will start. So here's the timer that is running. You can see a progress bar at the bottom here, and the timer has started. So when the timer will reach around like 5 seconds, it will show me the notification. So let's wait for it. So this is providing me a notification that the break is about to start, and the break has started now. So the break will go for around 1 minute because I have set the time. And this is a very important feature because this gives you a notification, and the notification takes your attention and reminds you that you have to take the break or your task is about to complete. And this is a very common problem which most of us have, because we usually lose the track of time and spend more time than it is required on a particular task. And this is also true when we move away from the task. For example, we need to search something online and we spend like half an hour or 2 hours on small work. So the break is done. Now I can simply skip it and I can hit the done button here. So this will complete the task, and if I go to this section, this will show me like I have done this work here. So I can start my second task here. I can click on it and I can go to the timer section and I can start my work from here. So this way you can manage your time, and this will also notify you for taking breaks, and which is very important to take break. I mean, especially if you are sitting on chair and you just sitting on it for like hours and you are not taking break or not drinking water, because when your body is at rest you don't feel like drinking water. So you can use this tool to help yourself out with your tasks that you have to do. So that was it in this video. I hope you find this video helpful. If you did, then don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next one. Till then, take care and keep enjoying Linux.